Hi guys, welcome and who dat? I'm Joe, and of course I post a video about the upcoming game, and then the Saints have roster moves. So here's the updated roster. We're going to pull up the offense. We have waived A.T. Perry to make room on the roster for center slash guard Connor McGovern. McGovern has been in the league for 8 or 10 years or something like that. Been with the Cowboys, been with the Bills, most recently with the Jets. He was on the Jets practice squad. So we signed him off the Jets practice squad, put him on our active roster. And to make room for him, we waived A.T. Perry. All right, so I know the Saints fans love A.T. Perry, a lot of potential there. There's obviously something wrong between what this player is and what our coaching staff is. Two ain't jiving. Now, when we drafted A.T. Perry, I made a comment about him. Seemed like his interview, he just seemed really pissed that he got drafted in the sixth round instead of wherever he thought he was supposed to go. He was talking about how people might be saying he has a bad attitude, but he doesn't know anything about that. Doesn't know what. And the whole time I'm watching him, I think you look like you have a bad attitude, dude. Meanwhile, Isaiah Foskey looked so nice and happy and not in a bad mood. I guess not. You drafted in the second round. I guess you would be really happy. Well, yeah, tale of two attitudes there. So A.T. Perry looked like he had the potential to be a really good player, but there's something keeping him from getting on that field. Whether it's his inability to learn, his inability to do the little things like run block, route running, the little things, or maybe he's got a bad attitude. I don't know. All I know is that we waived him. He's not on the team right now. If he clears waivers, there's a chance we put him on the practice squad. And I think I would much rather have A.T. Perry on the practice squad than Jermaine Jackson, who we just put on the practice squad. Wide receiver that's 5'8", 5'9". He was an undrafted guy that we had all through training camp, and he got hurt. He got hurt early. But apparently we saw enough in him to put him on the practice squad and to make room for Jermaine Jackson, wide receiver, kick and punt returner, Jermaine Jackson, to make room for him. We got rid of running back Jacob Caboti. Caboti had a good last preseason game this year for us. People were happy we kept him on the practice squad. A lot of people wanted him on the active roster. Obviously, he's got a lot to learn. And right now, we're getting crowded at running back, apparently, since Kendre Miller's back and practicing. He's not on the active roster yet, but since he's back and practicing, we don't have enough reps to give to Caboti. I believe James Robinson is still on the practice squad as a running back for us. So he'll be getting time during the week too. I don't know which one of these guys, if any of them are going to play. I mean, Kendre Miller needs time to get in football shape. He may be practicing, but he hasn't done anything, much less learn this offense, all that, and apply it on the practice. We haven't been able to do any of that. So I don't expect Kendre Miller to play this week. Here's the thing. When Kendre Miller does come back and we put him on the active roster, we're going to need a spot. So I'm assuming we're going to get rid of Jordan Mims at that point and put him on the practice squad. And if that happens, we'll probably, I don't know, there's probably someone on the practice squad we'll get rid of. But if we want to keep A.T. Perry on the practice squad, there's somebody else on the practice squad we got to get rid of. So, yeah, it's kind of a balancing act right now. We've got extra offensive linemen on our team because we have so many injuries. So if we're going, short a wide receiver. Maybe we pull from the defense. Maybe we put a defensive tackle on the practice squad or a defensive end or a linebacker. I think we're kind of barely cutting it a linebacker as it is. So I'm sorry, Saints fans, for A.T. Perry not being on this team anymore. I think there's still the opportunity to put him on the practice squad, but the man did lead the league in preseason receiving yards this past preseason. So there may be a few other teams that would like to put him on their practice squad. And if A.T. Perry's got a problem with our coaches, then he might choose that instead of us. So maybe the last of A.T. Perry that we see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out more tomorrow. As far as McGovern goes, he's got starting experience. Shane Lemieux is the guy that started at center for us this past game, but Shane Lemieux is dealing with, I think, a groin injury right now, and he hasn't practiced. Injury report coming out as of Friday. He didn't practice today either, so it looks like McGovern's going to end up at least being a backup in this upcoming game Monday night against Kansas City. So who starts at center? Do we put Patrick there and take a chance at somebody else at guard, Saldiveri, Oliudo? Or do we have enough faith in Kyle Hergel? We brought him up, for a game day elevation, but he didn't get any snaps. Is it possible we bring him up and he's the guy that starts at center? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know what we're going to do. It's another one of them things. We're going to have to see what happens with the offensive line. It's a shame Cesar Ruiz couldn't come back. It would make it a lot easier on the interior. If Patrick practiced at center all week, then he'll be good to go at center. If he practiced all week at left guard, then somebody had to play center this week. I'm assuming it was Kyle Hergel before we brought in Connor McGovern. Now does a newbie and Connor McGovern get a start over a guy that's been with us since the draft ended? Uh, will McGovern be able to pick up the system? He knows John Benton. John Benton coached with the Jets and knows McGovern. So there's a chance uh, they know McGovern is smart enough to pick up enough of the offense. I think it's crazy. I would rather start Kyle Hergel, who's been practicing this stuff all year, than to just throw this guy in. I mean, could Hergel be that bad in a real game? Anybody against Chris Jones is going to struggle come Monday night anyway. I think Eric McCoy would struggle. And they're going to move Chris Jones around, but I think if he's got his choice of where to go, he's going to stay right in the middle and have at it. Now, I would take my shot at Penning a couple of times too, and the rookie Fuanga if I was Jones, but I think his best eating's going to be in the middle. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. So adios, A.T. Perry. Welcome, Connor McGovern, and the Saints are still a big question mark at offensive line going into Monday night's game. I'm Joe. Subscribe to Rosenbuilt 10 for more videos about our beloved, bless you boys in black and gold, the New Orleans Saints. And until the next one, I'll talk to you later. Who dat?